How to think like Bill Gates, the secrets to becoming a billionaire. Hey there, game changers and future billionaires. Have you ever looked at someone like Bill Gates, looked at his unbelievable success and wondered, what's his secret sauce? What makes him different? Is it just luck? Is it just being in the right place at the right time? Or is there something more? Something each of us can tap into? Today we're diving deep into the mind of a titan, uncovering the habits, the mindset, the very DNA of success that propelled Bill Gates from a curious kid to a global icon. We'll unlock the vault, revealing the strategies he used to not just build Microsoft, but to literally reshape the world. And the best part? This isn't just about Bill Gates, this is about you. By the end of this video, you won't just understand how Bill Gates thinks. You'll have the tools, the insights, the fire in your belly to start thinking like him, acting like him, and ultimately, achieving your own version of extraordinary success. Get ready to ignite your inner Bill Gates, because your journey to greatness starts right now. Let's rewind for a moment back to the early days of Bill Gates. Picture a young boy, barely a teenager, already captivated by the potential of technology. At 13, long before most kids even knew what a computer program was, Bill was already coding, already lost in the world of ones and zeros. But here's the thing. It wasn't just about the technology for Bill, it was about the vision. See, even back then, he wasn't just thinking about lines of code, he was imagining the future. He had this burning desire, this crystal clear vision of a world where computers weren't just for scientists and engineers, but for everyone. He saw a computer on every desk, in every home, long before it was even remotely possible. This, my friends, is where true power lies, in the audacity of a bold vision. Most people, they go through life reacting to circumstances, letting the world dictate their path, but not the Bill Gates of this world. He didn't just dream of a different future, he became obsessed with building it. And that's my challenge to you. What is that one thing, that one burning desire that keeps you up at night, that sets your soul on fire? What's your version of a computer on every desk? Because let me tell you, finding that vision, that's not just some feel-good exercise. That's the fuel that will propel you through the challenges, the setbacks, the inevitable doubts that come with any great journey. Don't underestimate the power of a clear vision. It's the compass that guides you, the engine that drives you, the foundation upon which empires are built. So, find your vision, own it, and let it ignite your path to greatness. Now let's talk about one of Bill Gates' not-so-secret weapons, his insatiable thirst for knowledge. This is a man who devours books like they're going out of style. We're talking 50 books a year, folks. Think about that for a second. That's a new world, a new perspective almost every single week. But here's the thing, it's not just about the quantity, it's about the hunger, the constant need to learn, to grow, to expand his mind. Bill Gates once said, "Reading is still the main way that I both learn new things and test my understanding." He understands that in a world that's constantly changing, the only way to stay ahead, to stay relevant, is to become a relentless learning machine. And this doesn't mean you need to lock yourself in a library and start speed reading encyclopedias. Learning is everywhere, my friends. It's in the books you read, the conversations you have, the experiences you embrace. It's about being curious, about asking questions, about never settling for good enough. So, here's your action step. Commit to learning something new every single day. It could be a new skill, a new piece of knowledge, a new perspective. Just 30 minutes a day, that's all it takes. Invest in yourself, in your growth, and watch as your world expands, your potential skyrockets, and your success becomes inevitable. Remember, the moment you stop learning is the moment you stop growing. Let's talk goals, shall we? You know, those things we all have, those dreams we hope to achieve someday. Here's the thing. Bill Gates doesn't just hope for success, he engineers it. He understands that a goal without a plan is just a wish. He's a master of setting smart goals. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Think back to the early days of Microsoft. Gates didn't try to conquer the world overnight. He had this laser focus, this relentless drive to dominate the software market. And he knew that started with perfecting one product, one step at a time: Windows. He poured his heart and soul into making Windows the best it could be, and only then did he expand, innovate, and conquer. He lives by a powerful mantra. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year, and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. Let that sink in for a moment. Are you thinking big enough? Are you playing the long game? Here's your challenge. Take out a pen and paper right now, yes right now, and write down your long-term goals. Where do you see yourself in 5, 10, 20 years? Now break those down into smaller bite-sized goals, those daily actions that will get you there. Remember, the greatest achievements are built one brick at a time, so set your sights high, break it down, and start building your masterpiece. One goal, one action, one day at a time. Chapter 4. Focusing on what matters. Let's talk about focus, that elusive superpower that separates the extraordinary from the ordinary. Bill Gates is legendary for his ability to concentrate, to block out the noise and dive deep into the task at hand. We're talking about those deep work sessions where he'd lock himself away for hours, laser-focused on coding, brainstorming, solving problems. He understood that time is our most valuable asset, and he treated it with the utmost respect. He wasn't afraid to say no to distractions, to politely decline invitations, to create boundaries that protected his focus. Now I know what you're thinking. That's easy for Bill Gates to say, he's a billionaire. But here's the thing, he wasn't a billionaire when he was building Microsoft. He was just a guy with a vision, a work ethic, and an unwavering ability to focus on what mattered most. So, here's your practical tip. Start by identifying your biggest distractions. Is it social media, email, the news? Once you've identified them, find ways to eliminate them, or at least minimize their impact. Try the time blocking method, where you schedule specific blocks of time for deep work, for focused effort on your most important tasks. Remember, focus is a muscle, and like any muscle, it needs to be trained, challenged, and strengthened. The more you practice, the better you'll become at shutting out the noise and achieving a state of flow, where time seems to disappear and productivity soars. Chapter 5. Embracing failure and taking risks. Let's talk about failure, that dreaded F word that most people run from. Here's the thing, Bill Gates, like every successful person on this planet, has experienced his fair share of setbacks, of projects that flopped, of ideas that never quite took flight. Remember MS Bob? Yeah, me neither. But here's the difference. He didn't let those failures define him. He didn't let them crush his spirit or extinguish his fire. He viewed them as opportunities, as stepping stones on the path to success. He understood that the only way to truly fail is to be paralyzed by the fear of it. Think about it. He dropped out of Harvard to pursue Microsoft. That's a risk most people wouldn't even dream of taking. But Bill, he's not most people. He's not afraid to color outside the lines, to challenge the status quo, to bet on himself even when no one else will. And that's my message to you. Embrace failure, my friends. Don't be afraid of it. In fact, get comfortable with it. Because the truth is, on the other side of fear, on the other side of that comfort zone, that's where the magic happens. That's where you'll discover your true potential, your resilience, your ability to rise above any challenge. So, take calculated risks. Don't be reckless, but don't be afraid to swing for the fences. Because the only true failure is the failure to try, the failure to step outside your comfort zone and embrace the unknown. Chapter 6. Building a team and delegating. Let's talk about teamwork, about the power of surrounding yourself with brilliant minds, with people who challenge you, inspire you, and push you to be your best. Bill Gates, for all his genius, didn't build Microsoft alone. He understood that success is a team sport, that no one, not even a visionary like himself, can do it all alone. He was a master at identifying talent, at building a team of rock stars, of passionate individuals who shared his vision and were willing to pour their hearts and souls into making it a reality. He surrounded himself with people who were smarter than him in their respective fields, and he trusted them, empowered them, and gave them the freedom to do what they did best. He once said, "As we look ahead into the next century, leaders will be those who empower others." Think about that for a moment. True leadership isn't about control, it's about empowering others to reach their full potential. So here's your takeaway. Start building your dream team today. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you, who make you want to level up your game. Don't be afraid to delegate, to trust others with important tasks. Remember, the goal isn't to do everything yourself, it's to build a team that can achieve the extraordinary together. So there you have it, the secrets to thinking like Bill Gates, to unlocking your inner Titan and achieving your own version of extraordinary success. Remember, it all starts with a clear vision, a burning desire that fuels your journey. Embrace the habit of continuous learning, of always seeking new knowledge and expanding your horizons. Set smart goals, Those ambitious yet achievable milestones that pave your path to greatness. Master the art of focus, of eliminating distractions and harnessing the power of deep work. Embrace failure not as a setback but as a stepping stone, a valuable lesson on the road to success. And finally, build your dream team, surround yourself with brilliant minds and empower them to achieve greatness alongside you. Becoming the next Bill Gates isn't about being born a genius, it's about adopting his habits and mindset. Start by taking one small step today, learn something new, set a bold goal, or eliminate distractions. Your journey to success begins now. If Bill Gates could do it, so can you.